Alright, I jumped into a Juno queue, Juno first walk, as a healer, and the queue said over 30 minutes is the average wait time, which, makes sense. And since it's not something I have to do, I'm gonna try to form a group with my free company at some point. But these queues for the AAC, I think bantamweight, is that, well, we'll see in a second. But the quest we're doing right now is Souls Under Siege. Souls Under Siege, given to us by Yana outside of her little gym area. Wait, hold on. There's a dude over here, Gabbro, who will paint stuff? No, I don't care. It's probably something similar to like the minstrel, the bard stuff. I don't care. Anyway, yeah. Here we go. Hey Mercy, you're just the person I wanted to see. Cruiserweight not band, okay. Cruiserweight matches have yet to begin, but Nayuni and I've made some breakthroughs in our research about psychonecrosis. Come inside, we'll tell you what we've learned. I'm trying to talk too fast. I should slow down a bit. We click on the Tri-Tails training entrance. Inside her gym. Again, like some neon green kind of around the walls. Got these training dummies that, if they're similar to what I think, so like this thing down here is for like lower leg kicks. Shaka! And then these things should spin around as you hit them, so you can dodge them and hit them, and you'll see them on like martial arts training or maybe boxing training, but I don't know. And then you have these Smith machines, like I said earlier, for bench press or squats or etc. Talk to Yana, who's talking to Nayuni, to continue. Cutscene. Before diving into the details, perhaps a refresher is in order. It's a rather complicated affair, after all. You had barely been crowned champion of the light heavyweight division before our sister, Eutrope, challenged you. She was intent on claiming your soul as a means to cure psychonecrosis. The illness appears to afflict those who use feral souls to an excessive degree. Gosh dang it. Those such as Arcadian fighters. We learned from Eutrope that the immortalized, who we thought lived in luxury in the upper levels, are actually dead, taken by the disease. Well, we learned that they're taken somewhere, their regulators are removed, and they're just left to die. So yeah, they're probably mostly dead, but yeah, anyway. Since that revelation, we've looked for alternate ways to cure psychonecrosis, and we finally have some news to share, says Nayuni. It's all thanks to Nayuni. Unlike Eutrope, she has a sense for electrope technology. Like Eutrope, she has a sense for electrope technology. She's learned to do all sorts of things from tinkering on her own. Oh, Yana, don't give her the wrong idea. It's the people of Oblivion that we have to thank for our discoveries. I had attempted to access Everkeep's core systems for information on souls, you see. I look a little bit shocked. Or surprised. Unsurprisingly, I failed. What's more, an Oblivion member who was monitoring unauthorized access found me. She took me to task, scolding me to never again do something so reckless. When I explained our predicament, however, she kindly shared research data Oblivion had acquired from Origenics. The data was quite difficult to parse, but I managed to find some relevant information. Namely, that the military was well aware of psychonecrosis, having also sought to utilize feral souls. Furthermore, they had developed a method to identify the presence of the affliction. This brings us to our next move. Now that we're privy to this method, we feel that we should use it to diagnose other fighters. They deserve to know if they're ill. My options are, indeed, it isn't right to leave them ignorant, or it would be risky to alert them. It would be risky to alert them. Yes, very. That's why we came to you before taking action. As Metam warned us, the President doesn't take kindly to those who get in his way. He'd be extremely unimpressed if we revealed the secret to those you've yet to fight and caused their withdrawal. Of course, you're still liable to incur the President's ire by becoming Grand Champion and releasing all the souls in the repository, but we should avoid getting in his crosshairs for as long as we can. She crosses her arms. That's why I propose we approach only those fighters you've already bested. As they're barred from fighting for a time, it wouldn't have an immediate effect on the championship. There are still risks, however. Every time our fellow fighters use a feral soul, they bring themselves closer to psychonecrosis, including in a match against you. She kind of looks down to the right a little bit, lost in thought. What should we do? Which is why it's important we tell them the truth as soon as possible, so we can stop that from happening for good. Knowing what the illness has done to Eutrope, it feels nothing less than personal. I smile and nod. Naomi gives a little, Nashu style, hands like flat palms pressed against each other, like in front of the chest, and then one leg at the knee kicks backward a little bit, so like forms a 90-degree angle at the knee. To begin with, let's reveal the truth to Honey. Despite being rivals, we're actually quite close. Just a moment while I call her. She talks on her earpiece, her link pearl, as it were. She's busy, as I expected, but can spare a moment for us. She's on her way here now. Nods from myself and Naomi. We will wait at this destination marker for a brief time, before another cutscene happens. In comes Honey, still in her yellow jacket. Yellow jacket. I didn't put that together until now. Let's see, Honey, what voice for her? So, what's this about then? I hope it's as urgent as you say it is. Maybe a southern drawl, a little bit. I hope it's as urgent as you say it is. The two Makote sisters share a knowing nod. Yana goes into her explanation. At some point, Honey Be Lovely gives a very shocked expression, like guarding herself a little bit from the information with an arm across her chest, like facing back and to the left with the arm, with the hand. My stars, you're serious, aren't you? Could I be afflicted as well? There's a way to diagnose you. Regulators are designed to monitor the state of the wearer's soul. If you connect yours to a terminal, we can confirm whether there are signs of the disease. And Naomi walks over to like a multiple screened computer. I see like a laptop and 3 bigger screens. We see Honey's face as 5 screens and 2 laptops. Or like a laptop, a tablet, 5 screens. Please be at ease, Miss Honey. Your soul shows no signs of degradation. She gives us like, truly, oh, what a relief. I shudder to imagine how I might be affected by such a dreadful disease. You're fine too, I suppose. You joined the Arcadian well after I did, after all. Well, I haven't gotten any symptoms yet. But she looks a little bit worried. Yana was so eager to prove herself, she utilized feral souls numerous times when training. So when I examined her, we found that she's on the threshold of developing the disease. Honey and I take a half step back, like shocked. For mercy's sake, Yana, we're forbidden from training with feral souls. And knowing what I know now, I'd say it's because the president doesn't want us to die too early. It'd be bad for entertainment. At any rate, neither of us should use feral souls again, which means we can't fight in the Arcadian anymore. Alright then, I'll retire. She gives a thumbs up. She's taking it very easily. The 3 of us are very shocked by that. Really? I wasn't expecting you to decide so quickly. Honey puts an elbow on her other arm, kind of in front of her, thinking, eyes closed. While I've graced countless magazine covers and concert stages, I never shined so brightly as when I fought in the ring. It's true. But everything I've done was so that I could bask in the adoration of the people. I couldn't do that if I were dead now, could I? So I'll look for another avenue to apply my talents, and you can be sure that I'll succeed. After all, she gives her heart pose in a wink. I'm Honey Be Lovely, the brightest star in the sky. Okay. Now then, I'm scheduled to appear on a broadcast, so I must be on my way. Thanks for the warning, my dears. You're lifesavers. And Honeybee Lovely turns and leaves. She really is something else, honey, says Yana. I give a nod. Right, that leaves one other... I'm sorry, hold on. Right, that leaves one other fighter I'd like to inform. The Brute Bomber, who you defeated to become light heavyweight champion. We're not exactly friends, but I won't abandon him either. He's not likely to answer when called, though, so we'll need to visit him at his home in residential radius 911. I went a little southern there, I think. Not that my accents are ever good to begin with, but... So we sip a little something later, Estes Bill. Me and Charlie at the bar running up a high bill. Nothing less than nil, we're just to kill. Every time... Whoops, what did I click on? Where did I click? Okay. Every time the ladies pass, they be like, "Hi, Will. Can y'all feel me? All ages and races. Really sweet faces, every different nation. Spanish, Asian, Indian, Eurasian, black, white, Cuban, and Asian." We want to go to the information center, which is the first etherite few are running in, I suppose, you know. As opposed to teleporting into the main etherite. From there we head west, up some stairs, southwest, into kind of a park area. And then into this sliding open massive metal door. And this is like the residential sector. Like, these rooms are pretty big. We've been in one of them during the main storyline to help a woman and her child. Here's Yana to continue, Nayuni at her side. Here we are. Let's hope he's willing to hear us out. She turns to walk in that direction. We get a cutscene. We are entering somebody's residence, theoretically the bomber dude. He's got a fish tank with only a few fish. You're all so cute, I could eat you up. And there's 3 kittens playing with him. And there's a Makote male with us as well in the room, with him as well in the room. He's petting the kittens one at a time. One's jumping up and down. One's got his front paws on his legs. On his leg. He's smiling, enjoying the kitty time. The gentleman, the Makote dude, why do they flock only to you? It's hardly fair. Well, these are my kittens. If you don't like it, you can go back to your woman. Rub salt in the wound, will ya? You know full well she left me. Aw. Come on, little ones, come to me. They ain't buying it. That man there is Eutropes. I mean, that's the champion of the Cruiserweight division. Eutropes, what? Ex-boyfriend? This poses a problem. We can't reveal the truth with him here. The 2 men notice that we're in the room, are shocked. The blazes are you doing here? You want to get your arses kicked? Says the bomber. The Makote man stands up as well. You are Mercy, the unenhanced warrior, yes? He's got a blue jacket with white shoulders and sleeves, some blue on the inner sleeves, leather open down the front so you can see his chest and abs. He's got a necklace on, blondish, like really light blondish hair with yellow highlights toward the tips. His jacket also has these like small gold pyramids like down in a line along like the dark black, like the black leather seams kind of thing. The Howling Blade at your service. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I hope we have the chance to meet in the ring soon. My options are the pleasure's all mine, or you'll be the whimpering blade when I'm finished with you, or ... The pleasure's all mine. but I get a weird look on my face for a second for some reason. Lest you wonder, I do not make a habit of wearing a regulator. My parents didn't believe in using them. Oh, so that's what... Yeah, he doesn't have one. Yeah, okay. Yana and her sisters were raised with similar values, as I recall, before adapting at Eutrope's insistence. However, I still use a regulator in battle like every fighter, except you. I didn't know the two of you were friends, says Yana. He nods, surprised that a reviled heel like him and a beloved face like me get along. Truth is, we've known each other since childhood. We just can't seem to be rid of each other. We both couldn't fit into any of the jobs that were introduced to us, and got up to all manner of mischief together. We would have likely carried on like that if the president of Ascension Arcadia hadn't come and taken us in. He gives a dashing smile. Looks over to the bomber dude. Though it isn't easy being a fighter, we felt like it was our calling. Believe it or not, he used to be so shy that he could hardly form a sentence. But when he became the brute bomber, it was as if he was reborn. Shut up. They don't need to know that. Thinking back, we owe everything to the Arcadian, to the president. His pants are also blue. That we do, says the bomber. Yana's like, oh, well, guess we can't tell him. Well, I've seen the kittens as I had intended, so I'll take my leave now. Till next time, Mercy. He gives his bright white smile again and leaves. Bomber watches him go. Looks to us. So what do you want? Yana's thinking about it. There's something you need to know. And she goes into it. Continues. Cutscene goes black. Transitions to him swiping the information away. Lies! The president would never. Yana pulls something up. I have the results of the examination. I'm afraid his soul already shows signs of psychonecrosis. What? That's nonsense. He starts to he puts his hands on his head. We get these like reverberations of red dark energy coming from him. He falls to his knees, one hand down as well. As the soul is eaten away, it loses its connection to the body, leading to bouts of intense dizziness. The early symptoms of the disease. If left unchecked, the body will continue to weaken until... The Arcadian means a lot to you. I know. It means a lot to me too. But you need to retire. You're already ill. Until we can find a cure, the only way to prevent your condition from worsening is to stop fighting. Enough! I won't listen to any more of your nonsense. Get out of my sight. Uh-oh, outside the door. The Makote dude is listening. He walks away. We've done what we could. It's up to him now. It's up to him what he does now. Let's go home. We walk out as the kitties surround and try to play with the broken bomber. He doesn't move from both knees and one hand down. He's got some thinking to do. Okay. We go back to the gym. The fastest way would be simply to teleport. And literally just stop running, click on the Solution 9 thingy here, and then... But I ain't wasting 70 gil to save a minute. That's why I have almost 23 million. Because I save 70 gil at a time. Yep, that's how. Compound, no interest. Wouldn't that be interesting if they actually did have like some kind of working compound interest? I might be misremembering something, but I feel... No, how would that work? I wanted to make the claim that I have played a game in which there were people who did act as, like, maybe loan sharks. But whereas it feels like that's something that could possibly happen, I don't think I had actually ever encountered somebody like that. Certainly Gil sellers and gold sellers for sure, but we talk to Yana inside her gym, get a cutscene. Not only Eutrope, but the brute bomber too. We need to find a cure as soon as we can. According to Eutrope, the remedy is an infusion of an extremely dense soul. That's why she targeted you. The data from Orogenics seems to support this. Though it was only a hypothesis, the researchers believed reinforcement from a dense soul could be an effective treatment. But this isn't the solution we seek. We'll find another way. I'll scour an ocean of data if I have to. I nod to her. For all her searching, Eutrope could only find the one cure. She looks down. The camera zooms in on her. Still, something about her actions doesn't sit right with me. The Eutrope I know wouldn't think to save herself at the cost of someone else's life. I can't help but feel she's still hiding something. Is she getting a call on her earpiece? Indeed she is. Hello? Ah, alright. Understood. Hello? That was Metam. Cruiserweight matches are ready to begin, and he wants us to meet him in the green room. Then best of luck with your next match, Miss Mercy, and please be safe. I give her a fist pump. Chest level. Please leave the search for a cure to me and focus only on the coming match. Don't tell me what to do. You're a child. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Sorry. It was an overreaction. I'm sorry. You're fine. You can boss me around all you want, boss gal. Boss gal. I could be somewhat bold and try making a party finder for Juno. It's so weird. Like I'm pretty sure these are just constant advertisements for like this RP bar, like where you can go and you can just hang out with a bunch of people. They probably play music, like Discords. They play music and Blue Olympics. That's interesting. I don't know what a bathhouse is in a video game. I'm not sure I want to. We enter the Arcadium. It's a green room. We get a cutscene walking in. We have a boisterous binge. Ah, here she is at last. Now the party can begin. Sorry, I didn't know it was non-clickable. He has shaken a bottle of champagne and he's just letting it blast. There is a Lalafell who is spray painting ghosts on the floor. That's better. This drab room was begging for a touch of color. So a couple ghosts with these blue kind of like, this reminds me of that game Among Us. With a little visor here, but like blue kind of slime around the ghosts. And what are these? Stamps? Weirder ghosts? I don't know. But yeah. The Defiant Damsel, the Lalafell lady, black jacket with some like neon pink collar area. She's got headphones that aren't on right now, dark hair, blue spray paint can. Love your work, by the way. A match with you is sure to be a font of inspiration. And the bunny man has glasses with pink lenses. It's like kind of like, I don't know. I guess that's a good enough description. Neon yellow green hair, kind of a purplish jacket, party dude attitude. Bunny man. We're going to get down, you and I. Oh, yes, we are. He starts doing some very decent like steps with his legs. Like I don't know enough dances to describe it. It looks somewhat Charleston-esque, but probably more disco. And I'm not very familiar with disco stuff, but as you'll surmise, they are your rivals in the Cruiserweight division, and I understand you're already acquainted with the champion. Given the situation in the realm, you may have doubts about fighting for entertainment, but it's now most of all that the citizens are in need of a diversion to help them forget their cares, says Medem. I'm counting on you to captivate the audience once more with rousing combat and make the very walls of the Arcadian shake with excitement. He goes walking off toward another door. Is that the outside door? I don't know. Leaving me and Yana alone, we talk to Yana to finish the quest. The fighters in this division are characters too, eh? But there's far more to them than their showmanship. As you already know, Cruiserweight fighters utilize more potent feral souls. Their attacks pack a heavier punch, and you'll need to brace yourself and be fully prepared. 1700 gil and Souls Under Siege is complete. The next quest to get the next raid active is the Dancing King, and I might as well just add it because it'll be short. Here we go. Ready, are you? Good. Let the Unstoppable Upstarts Cruiserweight campaign begin. Yep, okay, that was quick. Fuck. Oh no, we had a cutscene. Okay. Right, let's take a look at your first opponent. We look to the screen. Camera zooms into it. Open V-neck, purple jacket, doing kicks and dances, neon green, yellow hair and ears. The Verdant Reveler, Dancing Green. Oh, that was Yana saying that. He's got a frog shadow here, so I guess he's gonna either turn into a frog dude or I don't know. He's a shameless playboy who loves partying the night away in pubs and clubs. Even his Arcadian bouts, he treats as parties where he's the center of attention. Using the soul of a terrible toad, he gains heightened physical prowess and seamlessly incorporates dance moves into combat. Victory will come down to how well you ride the rhythm. She gives me a thumbs up. Your best bet might be to treat the fight as a party as well. Let yourself go with the flow and you just might be surprised by what follows. Okay, sorry. Now then, go and show that party animal you've got moves of your own and seize your first victory in the Cruiserweight division. Fist in palm, determined look. AAC Cruiserweight M1, now accessible. I called it M5. I think they do still call these like M5. Like I think it goes all the way up to M12, but I don't know. I started to watch a video in my car when I was like between orders today, but I didn't get far enough in it, so I'm gonna watch a video and we will be back. Yana and I thank you for watching thus far. We will see you soon for the next one. Bye bye for now. Hope you've enjoyed. Toodles.